Horse blood. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
What is it?
어머.
What's happening?
그것도 보이고
The guy that killed the snake?
뱀 좀 찾아서 치석 좀 드려줘요.
Just left it like that.
What is
I
it?
told you that's a hat looking, like human hat looking.
I can't really see anything.
You want to go back?
Oh, do you think there's another grave there?
어머.
What's happening?
나 지금 바빠요. 나 교회 사람들하고 좀 성경 공부하고 있어. 수직으로 세워져 있는 관 본 적 있어?
What the heck?
This is very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
이거 밖에서 못 열게 하는 것 같은데.
You think? Keep something in.
이거 건들지 마시죠.
그래.
일단 꺼내자.
Ah, they always do this. Like
Yeah.
the person who's the most skeptical, they twitch it, and then like he's like the most fervent person. Like we have to follow it through. Ah,
Even they are running away.
yeah. What are they? Are they bringing it down the mountain? I thought they said, oh, let's just. I mean, I know.
I guess so far that part is the part that I don't understand the most. Like,
Wow,
you
look at
first
like
need
it barely
approval.
fits in the car. Oh, yeah.
오늘 하루 신세 좀 지겠습니다.
I don't understand why you can't keep it in the car.
Or in there.
죄송하지만 찹쌀이 좀 있을까요? 차에 가서 말피도 좀 갖고 와.
Horse blood. What?
좋은 건 아닌 거 아시잖아요.
부친께서는 아주 유명하신 분이셨군요. 날 팔아먹은.
그래서 더 모르겠다고 그 기순이라는 스님 한국 사람이 아니라 일본 사람이었습니다. 근데 왜 자기들에게 충성을 바친 아버지를 그런 나쁜 곳에 묻었는지 저 관은 그냥 알아서 처리해 주세요.
제인질병, 도액병, 혹여합장.
Face.
이제 지망.
바로 태워버리시죠.
늘 동타는 대로 바로 태우자.
Can you not just do it now?
I like this movie very much.
Yeah, me too.
It sets the mood really well.
그래야만 준지. 여우면사.
That's the reason for the foxes.
I know who that actress was. Like, who was on the phone.
할매야, 나 기분이 이상해.
See the second face? Is that the monk?
Oh. 어머. Don't go there alone. Like, cows,
Foxes?
pigs,
Oh,
pigs.
Yeah. Oh,
뭐야? What was that?
look like dead pigs.
What is it?
Oh, looks like somebody's holding up a body and
Takes a river out, probably, right? That's what the monk said. Like, somebody took my rivers.
you guys need to go. How come she slept out in the car?
Her spirit. Her
Grandmother.
mother's spirit. Oh,
Grandmother.
grandma. Oh, 뭐야? Something came out.
저기 밑에 축사에 있는 것 같아요.
Oh, don't touch it! Oh my god.
Searching for clues.
뭐야?
Oh, it's like a samurai helmet.
어머,
Oh, you see the
goosebumps.
goosebumps on her face?
응.
Like a giant or something.
인間モルク。
人間じゃありません。あなた様の部下です。
鮎と幕輪を備えておるか。
愛を準備します。
Whose head is it?
I don't know. I saw you, like, when they looked through the pig pen, it looked like it was separating a head from a body.
도망가.
Like, this is too supernatural, so it kind of takes me out. This part. And he's still alive? I thought he was dead. Under surgery.
I mean, if he lost his liver.
미안하다. 엉키지도 그렇고.
Oh, he's passed.
정령이에요. 사람이나 동물의 혼이 사물에 붙어 같이 진화한 거예요. 우리나라에는 절대 있어서는 안 돼.
Who?
Hongil.
No, didn't they say the Bongo's dead?
The fox severed the tiger's waist, and he was looking at a picture of the mountain. Oh, the tiger is the...
Ah.
Like the
the shape of
peninsula,
the
right?
peninsula, yeah.
And so severing it at the waist is like the war.
Yeah, maybe.
So the fox is Japan.
이건 뭔 일이고 이겨내야 된대.
Red beans are also one of the part that says that it keeps the spirits away.
장고.
Are they gonna perform some kind of ritual on him?
그렇지. 너무 비장해. 독을 건들치고.
So you think they set a trap to kind of capture the whatever sort of demon that thing is?
Wasn't demon at the time. I guess the thing that was in the coffin was like betrayer.
엄마 아줌마들 겁나게 오랜만이요. 어디서 만난 냄새가 솔찬히 풍겨본다 했는데 여사는 장서방하고 제찬댁도 안 불러야 되겠는지.
그냥 우리끼리 조용히 맛있게 먹어.
우리끼리 먹자고.
누구여라?
만링어 귀리꼬시 가민이 나라네 타고가 토노요.
이마 덕분이 이러시는.
아니 이걸 왜 혼자 하냐고. 난 진짜.
너머리 때오라래라. 쇼군자.
You say shogun?
Like a general or something?
Hmm.
뭐야? Face? Oh, it wasn't even in a coffin. 깜짝이야.
고란 부다사리 가세. 그 고기를 꺼내드릴 거야.
She's pregnant. Oh my god.
이거 하지 마라. 일본 귀신이다. 너 예전에 일본에서 못 봤나? 근처에 얼씬도 하지 마라.
그럼 봉길이는?
저랑 함께 가자.
Apparently Japanese ghosts are stronger. Oh.
밑에 그게 있다는 거. 조선당의 형상이 호링이거든. 뒤에 새겨져 있던 그 숫자들 위도하고 경도 정확하게 범해버리. 거기에다가 대빵만한 새침을 박았다는 거지. 저기 저 비장하게 생긴 사람들이 계속 그런 걸 찾아 뽑고 다니니까 그 당시 고관대장묘를 그 위에 그냥 덮어버린 거야. 아예 접근도 하지 못하게. 그럼 왜 거기 귀신이 있는 건데? 머리 떼어버려라. 쇼군자.
그게 새침을 지키고 있는 것 같아요.
무슨 말이야? 어떻게
민족 정기니 새말뚝으로 나라를 반토막 냈다는 그런 걸 아직까지 믿어. 사람 죽어나가는 거 봤잖아요. 새침이 박혀있든 뭐하든 간에 그 땅이야 땅. 앞으로 태어날 손주놈이 밟고 살아가야 할 땅이라 우리가 그 새침 뽑아버리면 되는 거 아니야. 하지만 봉길이도 괜찮아질 수 있잖아.
없앨 수 있는 그런 게 아니에요. 없앨 수는 없는데 잠깐 나오긴 할 수 있어요.
I'm lost.
잠깐만요.
Don't tell me there's something in the tattoos.
특히 문신을 피해갔네.
So he cut him the one place that he didn't have tattoos?
저희가 산짐승 피해가 있어서요. 금방 올라갔다가 금방 작업.
Freaky.
예.
Oh.
Like a trail of leading him down the hill?
주목나무까지만 유인하면 시간 끌어볼게요. 새침을 꺼내시면 이 말피에 씻어 없애는 겁니다. 김
What's with the
선생님,
horse blood?
진짜 있겠죠?
100%.
What are you doing, girly?
언니,
Oh, chicken.
Yeah, it's a symbol for chicken.
씻었으면 좋겠다. 아재 대신 주는 거다. 그럼 언니는 교촌 잘 먹으죠 그러는데.
교촌 chicken.
What did it say it wanted before? Sweet fish and what else?
Some melon?
Oh, yeah, sweet melon.
뭐야 저게?
何故銃や刀の音が聞こえぬのち。
既に戦争が終わって久し
いいな、まだわしらの戦は終わっておらぬ。かの狐が大徳によったわしをここへ移したのじゃ。備えを持ち前進せ。前進せよ。北へ。北へ。
어이.
その神となったのじゃ。共に口当ての。
今誰かを支配しているんですか？あなたが生け捕りにしている人間を話してください。お願いします。
Then I'll take you instead.
人間じゃ。変身。
Grandma.
없어. 아무것도 없어.
He's still there?
And he finds it at the last minute. I'm lost.
しもべになるか肝を取り出すか肝を
정령이에요. 사람이나 동물의 혼이 사물에부터 같이 지나온 거예요.
그래 네가 바로 불타는 새다
빨리 나가야 돼요.
Oh, they buried the sword inside of him?
흙이다 그리고 나무다 도해진 위에 화소목금 사혈이로나 불과 물은 상급이고 금과 목도 상급이다 젖은 나무는 새보다 질기다
아니 잠깐만. 피가 검어.
다행히 김 선생님은 나이에 비해 빨리 회복되었고 그리고 봉길이는
그것도 좀 빼고 먹어요
피자 먹어. 나 또.
모두 일상으로 돌아갔다.
I love that he wears a hoodie with a coat jacket to a wedding.
자, 다 같이 미소 한 번씩. 하나, 둘, 셋.
That was a cool movie.
Yeah.
It was very. It's like a world that I've never explored. So it was really interesting. The part that I didn't get was something about iron stakes through Korea. Like, I guess when the Japanese were surveying it. But it seemed like they said like 99% of them are not real, but 1% of them are. I didn't understand that part.
Well, to be fair, I was lost after first coffin was sort of, yeah, I don't know, like looks like the samurai and everything, the costume looks like much older. And
Right.
when that time when Japanese invaded Korea, I think like that century was involved. He was buried in Korea like at the time. Like I'm pretty lost, so might have to watch it again to understand, or I have to read something. I would rather want to read like explanation,
synopsis
but,
or something, yeah.
But yeah, I'm lost. Right. So I did some research. So the latter part of Exuma portray how remnants of Japanese colonial rule still persisted in Korea.
Okay.
Like, can you guess
So it's
why?
like a metaphor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we still didn't. So this is a part that a lot of Koreans still think that it is a bit shameful that we didn't give the right punishment for the traitors. Unlike France, which makes sense for the first part, where the descendants were so wealthy, living in foreign countries so well, and also it makes sense that they are ashamed of their ancestor, their dad.
That's why they just wanted it to be burned.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't
Just-
want to open up.
Right. Anyway, the Japanese enema, the evil in the movie, was a samurai who had killed numerous people, Japanese, in their history.
Yep.
And later, after his death, he was kind of worshipped as a god. And during the Japanese colonial era, Japanese like shaman, they wanted to bring that god in here and put them in the spine location of Korea to
So basically
suppress.
to limit how strong Korea could become.
Yeah, but as Korean activists disrupted their plans by like driving the iron stake into the ground, Japan used the coffin of the traitors of a high ranking to prevent the grave robbery. Because at the time, even the royal family's ancestors' graves were stolen. So robbery at the time was horrible.
Common.
And also the other part that was super interesting was the names of the four main characters were taken from the rear independence activists. The names of the two female shaman in the hospital to keep that, guy, their name were also from the rear freedom fighters.
Yeah.
And the head monk of the temple
Yeah.
was also named after a real independence activist. And even the temple itself, 보국사, it means temple of the protects the nation. So I think the combination of the occult and also elements of the patriotism is very interesting. I've never seen that kind. It made a huge success, despite of Korean movie industry is not really
okay.
doing
Yeah.
well. And also, this was very interesting that as for the main character, the guy from the I Saw the Devil, or Old Boy.
Yeah.
His name is Choi Min-sik,
Choi, yeah.
and he played a role of Admiral Lee Sun-shin.
I remember that. I saw the
And
movie.
he's the one who defeated the Japanese
So he just
evil.
defeated him
Yeah.
again.
So there was a
He's a
interpret.
hero of Korea.
Yeah, like like kind of like a wink. And do you remember the part where after the first exhumation, he from the ground pushed the 101 coin, and I was like, I don't know what that means. But apparently, what's on the 101 coin is Admiral Lee Sun-shin. Haha. I mean, I don't know if that actually
Yeah.
mattered or not.
Well, it
but
landed face up, so I think
Yeah.
they did that on purpose.
pretty interesting. That's all.
What I found very much aligns with what you found. So, jisune is similar to a Japanese word, which is this fox, like kind of shapeshifter. A lot of times he's portrayed with many tails.
Oh.
And so they found this samurai who had killed like 10,000 people or something. And then they put a burning sword in his body. That's why it was buried standing up. The snake with the head of a woman
yeah.
is like something in Japanese culture. It was the only water element that was on top of the samurai zombie character. And so when it was killed, because water and wood prevent the metal and
fire.
So when the snake was killed, and like that severed the water element. So that's what let the anima up. And then grandfather that was buried, the reason why he was so angry was because his soul couldn't rest. And also, I guess, a spirit hasn't been able to eat for like 100 years. So that's why you saw it like chugging water and eating it when it went to the house.
Oh, that makes sense
So-
because whenever you go and see
You
your
leave food for...
it's part of a ritual.
Yeah. And because it was hard to see, you couldn't really tell. But I guess when it first comes back, it's basically like a shriveled being. And then as it's eating and it's drinking, by the time it gets to
gets
the
the shape of the
grandson,
human.
like you could see it almost looked like a human hand. Profoundly interesting. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
And luckily I knew a little bit about the relationship between Japan and Korea. So I kind of get what was going on in that respect. So I'm sure like a lot of audience were like, what? I don't get it. But at the same time, like it was still really cool because it was like you got a little insight into the whole shamanistic culture in Korea.
And also
then-
Japan, I guess, the little part.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about those Japanese like folks or the kind of snake that has a human head, and also the kind of god. Very interesting.
Very interesting movie.
Very interesting.
Glad we watched it.
Yeah, and also I really, really like that hint. Oh, there is one more interesting part that I kind of missed. Remember when we watched Sabaha? It had the 4 guardians, right? The guardians that protects the east, west,
Yeah.
north,
North, south,
and
east,
south,
west,
right? 4 guardians, and they have 4 characters that defeats the Japanese evil. So 4 characters embodied that kind of.
Symbology or
Yeah.
symbolism.
It was interesting. Like that little bit of joke that you cannot get it right away, but like as you think of it, it was a joke. Like part that Geomancer's daughter is studying the neuroscience. Well, it was
Oh,
neuroscience.
the aviation.
Yeah, space science, whatever. let's say.
Yeah.
And he's saying, oh, actually, they're aligned. Like, there are somewhat similarity
Yeah.
there. That was funny. I can tell that this director thought a lot to make the movie.
It was this director, the same person that wrote the film. Yeah. So like that helps when I think same thing with like Parasite, because you're not gonna leave things out or you're not gonna cut things and then like the plot doesn't make sense. Because a lot of times what happens like in Hollywood, you've got the script and then they find a director.
Oh,
You know, but when you have the person that writes it and then also directs it, right, then there's like this like clarity of vision. So yeah.
It wasn't difficult for the first half. First half was really good. The last part was really difficult for me to understand, so I had to read this. But I like this kind of movie that makes me want to go for it. Like, what was that? Like,
Yeah, you almost want to watch it again to catch everything
Yeah.
that you missed the first time around.
Yeah.
I like the director because this is the second film of this director that I've seen, and I like both of them. So, yeah.
Let's
Thanks for
go and
watching
eat.
with me.
Yeah.